Cherry bubble gum? Oh, did you get your...
There were 5 Marx Brothers?
I didn't know that.
What had was Groucho, Gummo. But Gummo was the straight one. Chicken Gummo? Chicken Gummo. Chicken Gummo for dinner.
Now, I think that what you've got to do is first yourself. Conduct a serious, subjective, existential quest, and then begin a political activism before jumping in to this change the world by killing the pigs idea. David.
Right.
Wait, who's going with who?
Who's going with who?
With who?
How many girls are there?
I've got to have a girl, else I can't get picked up.
We gotta go over to Rolling first and pick up her
Yeah,
stuff.
I've got to get my sleeping bag.
All right. And then we'll just split up. Yeah.
No, I was really back to
Why don't we go up here, John, and you just take my car. What? Well,
Five guys with me.
Big camera. Are we going?
Yeah, I got one. It's not bad. There's one of them right
Hey, girl.
So you'd never make it in the jungle as a revolutionary. You have to grow your own tobacco or something. They catch you coming back to roll your first cigarette.
Hey, Carrie.
That's went over pretty well.
Got enough wood.
For what?
Yeah, those clear records are digging them like it. They lucky on them, so.
You all want coffee? Oh, yes.
What's that?
Canned bacon.
I've never heard of it.
Well, who would eat it?
They had it,
I don't
though.
eat
Somebody
it.
must. They had it.
I've always
Water.
taken
Do you have
I always take
water?
side. Yeah.
All right, you're quite a woodsman. There must be lots of woods around Princeton. You can sneak off into.
I took a course at Princeton, outdoor cooking and smiling.
Outdoor cooking and smiling. Yeah.
Where's that water?
That's half the trick to outdoor cooking, you know. Get this greasy, awful bacon, but if he's smiling, you can turn it down.
There's some more bacon back there.
This is the Julia Child, the radical senator.
That's right.
Julia Buck.
You mean your wine bottle,
You
though.
put the bacon in a pan.
Bacon in the pan.
What do you know about General Foods?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Oh,
why I
it's
like
sort
them.
of soggy.
Yeah, that's another.
Pleasantly saturated fat.
Out here with Fresno Watch making the revolution $1.50 a night. This is really ludicrous.
No, we're just having a good time, goddamn.
We'll make the revolution on Monday. Monday at 1:30. Is that okay with everyone?
Only if it's a good day.
Oh, you know what?
In front of the union, is that okay?
Okay.
You know what the San Jose...
You have to get up.
I think I can excuse my
Bacon
political science
time.
class for that.
We'll see state power, and then,
You know what the San Jose
it will be a
FDS
healthy
is doing?
society.
Boycotting the PE department. Oh, they're boycotting the PE department
Because they
by
want
not
to stop playing.
participating in PE.
Oh, that's pretty much
Really radical,
That's
isn't
really
it?
an exercise of power.
Boy, do I want more pancakes.
I think one important thing is that my political life isn't something that I've tacked on to the rest of my existence. It's probably the center of what I do. And around that, I'm very self-disciplined. And if something doesn't get done, then I try to make sure it's been done. This is what I've gotten from my family. My mother is that way, my brother. And every time something happens politically, you know, that we do well, we do poorly, it affects me emotionally, you know, afterward. Not during, but something, good demonstration, I feel good. Bad meeting, I feel terrible. And it's, the political thing is so important in my life. Also, you know, my lifestyle, self-discipline, partially because of that, but just the way I've developed it. That I, instead of using grass, I play football. And there's no real explanation for that politically. Just that my lifestyle has evolved in a different manner than most of the kids at Stanford. My background's somewhat different, poorer than most of the kids, and sometimes I tend to resent the way they throw around their money. But there are other, you know, other kids with the same type of background that I have that, you know, that don't share my lifestyle.
The decision which came out of the meeting at Trester the other day was that we would occupy the office of Mr. Pitzer from about 1 to 5 Tuesday, making it very clear that it was not an attack upon the man personally, but more an extension of our politics regarding our demands and our general views with regard to the university. That is disrespect for the office, not the man. And what we have to decide, you know, is one, you know, what type of occupation will it be? I mean, I don't think there'll be too much difference. There's level of militancy. What do we do if it's closed? And also, what do we do beforehand? Do we have a rally in White Plaza? Do we have a march to Pitzer's office or what?
I think a lot of people feel that there's all the difference in the world between entering a building that's open and then staying in there until 5 o'clock and breaking into that building. I think we have to talk about that, because I know I sort of feel this, not as strongly as I think a lot of other people do. And I think at this stage we should not be breaking into a building. You see, I'm not saying that I'm against this for all this year, but right now, considering where people are, I think that people will think it's an attack on the man. People will say that we're not giving him a chance. Now, obviously, Pitzer is coming in at this time of year, and we, of course, have to take that into account. The reason why he's entering the school right now in the middle of Dead Week is so that he can say he's been here for a month and a half sometime off in January and say, look, I've been here for a month and a half and nothing's gone wrong. I mean, you know, it's nonsense, but...
We had a very peaceful Christmas vacation.
Right. But, I mean, we have to take that into account. But I just think that the tenor of the campus, they're not going to be ready to support us. They're going to be worrying about finals. We're not going to have a lot of people with us. And what I want to do is go to people and get them thinking about the issues over the vacation.
This thing about giving Pitzer a chance is just malarkey, because okay, all right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be all right. Okay, but we've really got to talk about that, you know. And I mean, that's what we're saying when we're going there on Tuesday, is that is a false conception, and that, you know.
Originally, people were talking about going over there to talk to them, and that's the thing that in what we say about what we're doing, that we should have clear in our minds. So
I don't think we have to get hung up about if we're going to confront him or talk to him. I think it's fine if Stanford thinks we're going to go talk to him. I think maybe we should tell Stanford we're going to go talk to him. We know we're confronting him. You know, and I don't really care. So we use that word talk just because the liberals like that, better than confront.
Okay, I disagree with that extremely. This is something that a lot of people are doing in the chapter. They're saying, in order to get liberal support, we can, you know, misrepresent what we're doing. And on principle, I oppose that. LSTS goes to talk to people when, in fact, we're trying to show something about power, about confrontation politics.
Okay, we say, okay, we've talked to people, presented demands, said what we felt throughout this quarter. The action, you know, the economic exploitation and the militaristic planning is still going on here. Things haven't changed. One, by going in here, we're showing Pitzer that we don't think that other talking has really solved anything. And second of all, that it's a threat. It's a threat. I think we should be very clear about that, because that's what it is, and we should be honest. This is a threat that if our demands are not met or dealt with, you know, in the near future, I don't think we should set a time ultimatum at this point. That's a technique which I don't think we're in such desperate straits now as we need to use it, that this is just a small thing, and that some of us feel deeply enough about the demands and about what Stanford's doing that we're willing to do more. So it's a threat, and it's, you know, and it relates to what we've done the rest of the year, which has been talk. And the threat, in fact, shows our seriousness, because people know there's a new demonstration policy. And I don't see how else we can present it and be honest. And I don't believe in organizing people into a bunch of shit where we say we're giving the guy a chance, and we're not. Because we aren't. And he doesn't